Back, Portal Masters. I still met here with another SCL unboxing. And this one should be a pretty big one. I don't recall everything that's in this lot, but just the size of the box and thankfully how well it's packed. This is honestly one of the best packing jobs I've seen in quite some time. So I appreciate that. I really do. Mysteries Music, Jindigo, welcome. Ardioka, DJ Digby, Zuno, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all here. Yes, 9,282 cubic inches of Skylanders. Jindigo, always on top of the numbers. Thank you. Tom, glad to see you here as well. Uh, Normally I might wait around a little while, let some people trickle in here, but this is a big box, big lot, and it's going to be a busy day. So we're going to try to jump into this and see what we pull out of it. Chaotic, welcome again. Bandito, welcome, welcome. Biggie John made it. Yes. Made it on a Wednesday. There you go. So we got some bubbles on top of this thing. They didn't need a lot because the box is actually pretty full. Here, we'll pull out some of the loose stuff first. We got some portals. This is Xbox 360, Imaginator's portal there. Actually, these are all going to be for Xbox 360. Yep, there's Trap Team. And yes, for 360 once again. Anybody up for some Moose Munch? Premium popcorn. Okay, sure. I hope there's not actually popcorn in here. Renee, welcome. Greeble, Joseph, Bryce, Andy. Man, a lot of people in here. Pumpkin Eyebrow, welcome, welcome, welcome. When when aren't I busy? That's true. It's true. I keep pretty busy. Haven't seen this. Yeah. I you're right. I've had some big lots. Like I've bought some complete collections and stuff, but I don't always, unbox them live anymore. Uh, Depends what it is or what circumstances are. Man, they taped this shut real nice though. Nobody's getting into this moose munch. All right, we got some figures in here, so let's dive in and see what we got. Andy, I cannot guarantee if or when any specific figures will restock. I just buy lots when I find them for a good price, and whatever happens to be in the lot is what gets put in the shop. Um, like I can't go to a wholesaler or a distributor and say, "Hey, I need more blackouts." Like that's not how it works anymore. Um, so it really comes down to if people are selling blackout and if they're selling it at a decent price, then I can pick it up and put it in the shop. But I can't guarantee when that will be. I have no real means of doing that. Um, Ooh, Renee's finding Skylanders in Texas. Nice. Skylanders games. Okay. Still not bad. Take it. Pi Magna getting to watch from work. Okay. It's okay if you can't chat. It's all good. Greg, welcome. Glad to have you here. And yeah, with Blackout too, like Blackout's a tricky one because like I'll get one in stock, but it will sell out within the first 5 minutes of me putting it in the shop every time. Every time. So even when I get one in stock, like you have to be really quick on the trigger when the update goes through. Andy, yes, I will show you my collection one day. I will definitely do that. Put the moose punch up for auction. I I don't know. I don't know. There's like now there's a bunch of tape on this thing, and if I try to peel all the tape off, I have a feeling it's gonna ruin the box. We'll see. We'll see if I'm hurting for auction items at some point. All right. Did I see Boombringer's video about the scammer? No, I haven't seen a video about a scammer. Should maybe look into that so I can avoid that too. Obsession. Welcome, Brennan. Magic Chuck, Martin. Everybody's coming in today. Big lot. Let's do this. All right. So, first figure is a Sharpshooter Terrafin. Lid out of the way. And we'll get our game pulled up so we can start testing these right away. Set up. I also have a Mega Ram Spyro Series 3 there. When in the past year have I starved for auction items? When I first started doing the auctions, there were some weeks when I didn't necessarily have all the items I needed or wanted. I also used to put more. I used to put like 20 items up a week. Now I only put 15, so that helps a little bit too. Enchanted Light Core Star Strike. Getting strong. We got a Full Blast Jetpack.
Shoot for the stars.
Phantom Cinder.
Lighted Core.
Who is the next figure focus? You'll have to wait and find out. I don't reveal that information. That's no fun. That's half the surprise. We got ourselves a Freeze Blade. Greeble. No, the auctions are every week. The auctions are every week. So we have private auctions for the VIPs every Thursday, and then the public auctions for everybody every Friday. Occasionally I'll take a week off if I am on vacation and can't run the auctions, can't get the auctions set up or stuff like that. But no, the auctions are every week. All right. There is Boomjet. Man, a lot of these figures they didn't actually use, but they claimed ownership on. How do you get the VIP? You can either go to supportscl.com. That'll take you directly there. Supportscl.com. Here, let me throw that on the bottom of the screen. I think I have. Here. Become an STL VIP at supportscl.com. So you got that going for you, or you could you from the main menu, you should just be able to click on like VIP or whatever, or SCL VIP, and it'll take you to that same page, I think. Is the Star Strike damaged? I don't think so. Am I missing something? Did we see something damaged on the Star Strike? Or was that just a legitimate question? It is not damaged as far as I can see. So yeah, if they are damaged, I'd let you know. Don't worry. That's part of this process, going through looking for damage, testing the figure in the game, and then resetting it so it's ready for sale. It's all part of the process. All right. There's a Series 1 Sonic Boom. Oh, man. Already okay. Just tried Mountain Dew. Just regular Mountain Dew. Would say it's a good drink, 7 out of 10. I'll take it. I'll take it. DJ Digby, 100%. 100% Mountain Dew is better than coffee. I do not understand people who drink coffee, especially people who drink coffee black. Like, there is nothing enjoyable about a cup of coffee. Nothing enjoyable.
Firing on all cylinders.
All right, we got food fight.
Way.
Mike Knight's looking for any more. You can let him know. We got one. There is Series 1 Trigger Happy, which surprisingly, I think I saw we were sold out of. I don't know when that happened.
Firing on all.
Got Blades. Series 1 Eruptor.
My wing.
Series 1 Pop Fizz. Oh, chaotic. That's unfortunate. You can't find the unique flavors. Yeah. A lot of like standard grocery stores don't necessarily carry the unique flavors. More like convenience stores will, or gas stations, or bigger grocery stores. Like I have a local chain near me called Woodman's that just they're so huge. They always have every variety of everything. And that's where I usually get mine. But yeah, sometimes the different flavors are hard to find. Greg, you're welcome to your opinions. That's for sure. But coffee is not for me. I have my Good Morning Mountain Dew. You can have your morning cup of coffee, and we'll call it a draw. Skylander guy, welcome. The only coffee you can handle is a Monster Coffee Mean Bean. Like, is that even coffee at that point? I really don't know. I've never had it, but I have a feeling anything Monster makes is probably not coffee at all. It's just they're calling it coffee to advertise it that way. There you go. Give me a sponsor by Mountain Dew. I will gladly do that.
Fucking shot.
What I think of iced tea, I'm not a fan of iced tea either.
Reaching new heights.
I thought I remembered trying some of my grandma's iced tea as a kid, and I thought I liked it, but I've tried some more as an adult, and I don't know if she just drank it really sweet or something, or why I seemed to remember like hers, or maybe I was just confused. Maybe it wasn't actually iced tea. It was something else I was drinking. I don't know. But no, Legume, water's great. Water's great. I generally speaking, except like when I'm on vacation, it's usually different. But when I'm here at home, I have my can of Mountain Dew in the morning, and then I drink water the rest of the day. So it is what it is. It's at this point, it's almost a ritual. Adam, thank you so much. Yes, I'm glad you enjoyed that road trip video. It's I think there's going to be more of those videos coming. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
That's strong.
Yes, Pie Magno. The shelf was out of Ninja Stealth Elves. Somebody must have bought them all. All right, what else we got here? We got a Series 1 Drill Sergeant. And a Scorpion Striker. There's Bash, Series 1 Bash. Series 1 Hex, who appears to be intact. Yeah, these figures just were not used. Swarm. We got Swarm there. C-Mart. Unfortunately, no, we do not have a physical location at this time. I've always thought about opening one, but I'm not to that point yet. As soon as I open a physical location, that opens up so many more responsibilities. I mean, not only the cost of the physical location, but then there's insurance and security and employees and all of these other things that go into that physical location. Like, it's not quite as easy or as cheap as you might think. So, it's just online for now. I know. I wish I had a place you could come visit, but right now, it's just not a reality. I'm not quite doing enough business for that. All right. Here is a Flash Wing and Fizzy Frenzy Pop Fizz. Let's get these guys. So that's the remainder of our Moose Munch. So now we get to move on to the rest of the box. See what's going on. Ham Hands, welcome. Speaking of boxes, looks like we got some new in-box stuff. So we may have gotten crunched up a little bit in shipping. Not the worst, but we got a Egg Bomber Airstrike here. Like, the seals are still intact on top. I mean, whenever I put this one up for sale, I'll highlight this more closely, but like, it did get kind of smashed in on this side a little bit. This corner up here, like, kind of dented here. So I think this probably happened during shipping, but I've seen a lot worse. Like, at least the package is still intact. So we'll that will be going up for you'll probably see this one in the private auctions at some point. All right, a few more in the box here. We got Punk Shock, new in box. So this one's interesting because you don't always see this one, because Punk Shock first came out in the Easter packaging, and that's where most people got her. But this was, I believe this was a Wave 5 release then, where they finally released her in the normal packaging. So this is one you don't necessarily see every day, and it's not in bad shape. It's not in perfect shape, but it's not in bad shape. So there's a Punk Shock. How about a Series 2 Drobot? The interesting part about this, they apparently found it at Five Below. So there you go. Series 2, they were at one point, some Five Below was selling Series 2 Drobots for $5. Who knew? Who knew? All right. Then we have some more packaging that got damaged here. This is another little bit of an odd story. The Wind Up single pack, not in the adventure pack. Once again, we've talked about this one recently. There's a Wind Up single pack and a Popthorn single pack. They decided to take the figures out of the adventure pack and sell them singly. And then I'm kind of sad that this one got separated because we have a blackout. Ask and you shall receive. It's one of those situations, I guess. So we do have a blackout here. And I guess you'll probably see this one go up for auction. And since it's, I was kind of hoping this box would be attached, but since it's no longer attached. It'll probably be up for public auction. So that's something to look out for. I mean, who knows? Probably next week. We'll see. We'll see. Which is my favorite Skylander? Camo. Camo is number one. Absolute best. All right. Let's see what else we got in this box. There's another portal. They really like their Xbox 360. So this is the SSA 360 portal. So this is the only SSA portal that's going to be wired, is because they couldn't do the wireless for 360. They had to have the cable on there. Some more inbox stuff here. So there's a Series 2 Flame Slinger, also from Five Below. A bunch of these from Five Below. Wow. So Series 2 Double Trouble. New inbox there. Series 2 Stealth Elf. This doesn't have a sticker on it, but I'm assuming probably got it from Five Below. Got a new inbox Creation Crystal. There's a Magic Lantern Creation Crystal. Which camo? All the camos. I mean, if I have to pick one, I always pick Series 1 camo. I like the pose of Series 2 better, but I like Series 1 better overall. Or my favorite, Captain Cheesehead camo, yes. Green Bean, no, I have not checked out any fan-made games. No, I haven't made it that far. All right. Let's get rid of these here, and then so part of the reason I like this this box and this packaging is that it has boxes within boxes. And I've always said, if you're going to put stuff in a large box, please put the figures in smaller boxes within that box, because that's going to help distribute the weight. That's going to protect the figures. It's going to be better for everybody. And as shown by this, whoever packed this lot, I know you all have boxes at home. You have Amazon boxes sitting around, right? You order other things online.
Shine the rest.
Bryce, you love all the new unbox stuff. Yeah. This lot I knew was going to have a mixture of it. So that'll be good. Not that I was completely running out, but I was getting low on the new inbox side of things for my VIPs and the private auctions. But just add a few more items this week, so we'll see how that goes. This looks like a fun box. All right. In here, we have Legendary Bouncer. Everybody's most wanted Trap Master, Enigma. Intact. Always happy to see that. Have another Swarm.
Fear the dark.
Got ourselves a Crypt King. See, this is how you protect your Thunderbolts. Make sure they come intact.
Whoa! Check out my set.
Default username. Is this the secret lot I've been talking? I'm not sure which secret lot you're talking about. If you're talking about the California lot, then no. Like that I opened already. That's been through the shop and most of it's been sold already. But you can go check out my road trip video. 4,000 plus miles for Skylanders. The longest Skylanders hunting trip ever. And see what I pulled out of there.
Whoa! Out of sight.
All right, so we got ourselves a Jawbreaker.
Not a silk flaw.
And some more Trap Masters. There's Kaboom. I can see some duplicates right in this box. Have not one, but two Winterfest Lobstar. There's 1 and 2. Then we actually have a couple of Imaginators in here as well. So we got Barbella and a Wolfgang. These are going to be very welcome because I believe the shop completely sold out of Imaginators this week. So that's another box down. Like I said, all the figures it looks like are boxed up within smaller boxes within the big box. I think I see 4 more boxes in this box, plus a Skylanders storage bag. So we got plenty more to go through yet. But Greeble, you need a thump truck? I mean, I've gotten some thump trucks in lately. I don't know if they sold. You'd have to check the shop. Like since Jillian, my shipping manager, is taking care of all the order fulfillment, I don't always see what we're sold out of right away. So the best bet is to just go check out the shop and see if it's in stock. Because I legitimately do not have an answer to that question right now. Which Drobot pose do I think looks best? Probably Series 2. It might be the most menacing. Still want to see better from Drobot. His light core should have been so much better. Green Bean. I mean, if you know any Activision employees, go for it. Absolutely. Go buy those collections. Turbo, can you actually buy Skylanders on the website? Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's where all these Skylanders are going. That's what I've been doing for the past year. Is buying these figures aren't for me or for my collection. Not the majority of them, at least. Occasionally, I take 1 or 2 out of a lot and add them to my collection, but the vast majority of these go into the shop. You can go to sclcollectibles.com. That'll take you directly to the store, or if you just go to the site and click on shop in the menu, you can get there too, or from their homepage even. There's a ton of ways to get to the shop. But yes, you can actually buy Skylanders on the website. Yeah. That's why I keep buying more Skylanders, is to sell them to you and help you complete your collections. That's my main goal right now. Or okay, yeah. If you're asking, can you buy these Skylanders that I'm unboxing right now? Then yes, Jindigo, as Jindigo says here, you have to be patient and wait till Saturday. But everything that I'm unboxing right now will be in the shop on Saturday. But there are currently thousands of figures listed in the shop right now. Pie Magna, nice. Completed that giant set. Congratulations. It's always the milestone to complete those sets within a set.
Food time.
Obsession, I don't know if I still have those. I mean, if I have them in stock, you can make a special request and we can try to figure it out for you. But like I said, they would have been listed in the shop, and I don't know if they're still in stock at all.
Aiming high.
Yes, Buzzwing is expensive. Sure. Ham Hands, there has not been any chaos yet today. How do I decide what goes in the shop and what goes in my collection? Like I said, 99.9% of the stuff goes into the shop. Right now, what I usually keep for my collection is some of the, rare chase variants. Like I'll keep them for my collection that I might not come across again. Or as I'm slowly rebuilding my collection, that I'll just grab a variant here or there. I mean, it's usually only like 1 or 2 figures a week, just like because I want to add to my collection slowly over time. So there's not really any rhyme or reason to it. Just whenever I find a figure that looks good and it's like, yeah, we'll keep this one.
What I do is art. Cannot be quantified.
Right. Gonna get some of these smaller boxes out of the way. These boxes are all different sizes here. All right, man, they've even got like air bubbles within these boxes. So good. All right, we got ourselves a Power Blue Splat. The Series 1 Lightning Rod. Fright Rider. A glow-in-the-dark Cinder. Conquer, the goal is basically to collect one of everything. Like originally back in the day, I wasn't necessarily planning on collecting one of everything, but that seems like a fun goal now since I have this opportunity. So we'll see how long that lasts. There's a Series 2 Hex. But yeah, that's the current goal for now. Hot Pup, if you see someone selling a pink Barbella for $35, yes, that's a steal. I mean, the standard figure is like $12 or whatever. Like pink Barbella usually sells for like $300. So if you know someone selling a legitimate pink Barbella for $35, take that thing. Absolutely take that thing. If you're not going to buy it, please send me a link. Is that Clear Gil Grunt going up for auction this week? Yes, it is. The auction preview video will be going up after this stream. I have that done. I have that prepared. So you'll know exactly what's going up for auction right after. So nothing that you see today in this video is going to be up for auction, but you'll be able to see everything afterwards. Series 1 Guild Grunt.
My power haunts you.
Series 1 Grim Creeper. Series 1 Spyro. Series 1 Wrecking Ball. My watch is going crazy every time I say series. There is Series 1 Sprocket. There you go. Words. Yeah, Bryce. We have I put it away in the box already. But we found a deep dive gill grunt with clear water. So that'll be going up for auction this week.
Aren't they?
All right, there's our bubbles. And underneath, mostly vehicles. Other than this Shipwreck Island. We have Hot Streak. Actually, I'm going to keep these vehicles in the box for now. But we have Clown Cruiser, Burn Cycle, Sea Shadow, Dive Bomber, Spring Ahead Dive Bomber, if anyone's interested in those Easter variants. Got the Shark Tank, and we got a nice intact Barrel Blaster. So got the brake handle. It's a little bit bent, but very much intact. It's not cracked off yet, and it's got the headlight as well. So two pieces that fall off often or getting broken often. We have them all. Of course, now I can't throw this box because I still have the figures in it. All right. All right. Anything super rare chase? Not today yet. And yeah, Seymour, I would have loved to see Chef Pepperjack. Absolutely would have loved it. Gulper. It would have been interesting, but I mean, they've tried slug-like characters before, like Zap was originally Cyclops Snail.
Nice specs.
And they just couldn't get that to work. So I think Gulper would have been the same in the same boat there.
Time is up. Freedom and
Next up, we'll get into the bag here. I have so many of these storage bags sitting around my office yet that I haven't gotten listed on the website yet. Partly because I'm finding there's so many different storage cases. Like every time I put another one up on the site, I get a different one.
Getting stronger.
They created so many different cases. It's ridiculous.
Fired up.
Conquer, it really depends what else is in the lot. I mean, how small of a lot are we talking? Like 5 pieces, 10 pieces, 40 pieces? Like if it's 40 pieces for $40, yeah, you pick it up. Sidekick Whisper Elf, if we're talking the green base, isn't quite as rare as the mini Whisper Elf with the red base from Trap Team. So that's why I'm saying it kind of comes down to how many pieces are in the lot, even if they are pretty common. If you can get them for a good price, sure, go for it. If you're comfortable with the price, go for it. But yeah, Sidekick. I mean, Sidekick Whisper Elf is still like a what, $10, $12 figure probably. But it's not like the $30 figure that the mini is. All right. Finish these up here. Got some more levels. There's the Mirror of Mystery. Might just be the best level there. Eon and Evelyn. Got a couple of bronze mystery chests. Test those out in a minute. There's the ghost swords. Ooh. Ooh, I just finally looked in this bag. This bag's really good. I maybe should have saved this bag for the last. Well, here's one that'll go fast. Got ourselves a Breeze. Always happy to find her. All right, there's a silver chest. Looks like we're gonna have a few of these chests laying around randomly. Got a Stormblade. More minis in here. There's Eye Small. Power Punch Pet Vac. Yeah, Renee, I mean, I could place Breeze in the auctions, but like I feel I already have so many standard figures reserved for the auctions that they're just sitting around my office not doing anything. And like I would rather get them into your hands for your collections faster by putting them in the shop. And that's why you'll occasionally see me put a Wildstorm in the shop. Even though we said that's kind of an auction item now, like when I get 3 or 4 Wildstorms, like it's going to take me forever to get them into the auction. So I would rather just toss one in the shop and let somebody have it. All right. Well, all right. Who is that? Ham Hands? Looking for a Chaos? We got a Chaos. There you go. So that'll be in the shop this Saturday. I think we had one in there last week already. But, yeah. We'll get another one in this Saturday. I guarantee you it'll sell fast. So you'll want to be there at 1 p.m. Central Time on Saturday when that update goes through. But we got one. We got one. It's a Trigger Snappy Mini. Chompy Mage and Chaos's characters are overdone. Yeah, Cat Brat, that's your opinion. That's fine. That's fine. People will pay what they want to pay. Nightlight. Got a Nightlight.
Impressive, isn't it?
And might as well complete pair with Nightmare. Is your standard version of Pet Vac? Hi, Magna. If the shop wasn't accepting your payment for a few minutes, I don't know why that would be. Maybe just because it was really busy. I don't know. Especially if you were shopping right away at 1 o'clock. There were a lot of orders that came through right away. There's a legendary Jawbreaker. I think we already had the standard version. Yeah, Anvil Rain. Sky Iron Shield.
Nowhere to hide.
Getting some swapper hat. Oh, nope. We do have the whole figure here. How about a Jade Flash? Not Flashwing. Fire Kraken. Jade Fire Kraken.
My power knows no equal. Nowhere to hide.
Some more minis. There's Hijinks. And the mini genie. Make that a second Hijinks. Who knows? Got a Dark Wildfire. Ooh, Jindigo. I was gonna say almost 50 what, but you're talking 50 viewers. Wow. Welcome, everybody. This is getting to be a popular one here. Artioka looking for a Tide Pool. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, throw those Fire Krakens out there. Worst Skylander ever. I'm telling you. Sunscraper Spire. Favorite mini or sidekick? That's a good question. Jack, I'll have to think about that one. Like, the first one my mind goes to is like Drobit. Barkley's kind of cool. Gnarly Barkley's really cool. Like, I want to like Drobit because I'd play with him the most, I think. But he's a little bit bland. So if we include design, I might have to go with like Barkley. I don't know. All right. Some more minis in here. There's Gil Runt. I mean, Breeze is fine. Just like Whirlwind is fine. But yeah. They're legitimately just mini versions of their larger counterparts. There is a Thumpling, mini Thumpling. Got a Piggy Bank. There's another mini Eye Small, which makes sense because we had two Hijinks as well. That doesn't surprise me. Sparks. Got Aurora with swords going both ways. It's kind of weird. Favorite sensei? I always struggle with this one a little bit. Like, Starcast and Hoodsickle are probably top two. Not sure which one I would put first. But yeah, Those dark guys are awesome. I really wish there was more. But yeah, Starcast and Hoodsickle are both awesome for sure. Bryce been finding new Skylanders out in the wild. Nicely done. Wait, when you say, oh, finding a few Skylanders. Okay, I was gonna say when you say new, like, are they new in box? But no, just you're finding a few. Okay, I'm assuming out of box then. Are they just at used game stores, or are you finding them other places? Starcast is the best designed, yeah. Blackout or Spotlight? Spotlight, hands down. I generally speaking, I didn't care for the early dark figures. Like Blackout, Nightmare. I didn't really care for them so much. But Spotlight, on the other hand, Spotlight was a very, very pleasant surprise. She's good early game too. And I think that's what surprised me the most is a lot of characters struggle at like level 1, level 2, but Spotlight, top notch.
Awesome.
She does a good bit of damage, and she's got some knockback to her main attack, which helps immensely, especially at low levels. Who do I main in Skylanders? Camo. Camo's number 1, all the way. Spotlight or Echo? Still Spotlight. Still going Spotlight on that one. I'm not as high on Echo as a lot of people are. She's not bad. I think she's just not quite my style.
I've got my eye on you.
Nightfall is the best design. Yeah, Nightfall's good too. Super Mario, that's not a stupid question. But no, I don't do trades. I do buy and I do sell. So in essence, it's almost a trade, but trades get messy. And I don't want to deal with them, especially when I'm just dealing online. Like if I had a shop or something, maybe I'd consider it that we could come in and do it physically in person. But yeah, if you have Skylanders to sell, I can sell them to you, and I can give you a little more if you want to, if you take payment and store credit. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, I don't do straight up trades. No. Sir Flumbington. Yeah, we got some good stuff today. We got a Chaos, and is Chaos the biggest one so far? Chaos, Enigma, Nightlight, Crypt King. There's a few other Imaginators, a few other Trap Team guys in there. I mean, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. You want some good stuff? You want some good stuff? How about we get some good stuff in here? We were just talking about them all. All 3 of these, actually. We got Echo. We got Blackout. And we got the Superior Spotlight. There you go. All 3 of them. Is that good? Is this lot good yet? Echo, Spotlight, and Blackout. And yes, Renee, exactly. That's a second Blackout. We got the inbox Blackout, and now we got the the out-of-box Blackout. Someone stocked up. So yeah, you'll see the out-of-box one go into the shop. The inbox one will be in the auction next week. But yeah, I mean, we got all sorts of stuff. Been watching the channel for a Spotlight. Nice. Astro Blast or Nightfall, hands down Nightfall on that one.
Noteworthy numbers.
Yeah, Nightfall is actually good. Like I said, I didn't like the initial wave of dark characters that they put out. Blackout and Nightmare were not my favorites. But since that time, in Superchargers and Imaginators, the dark characters got better.
Some noteworthy numbers.
I appreciated them much more.
Darkness falls.
All right.
Casting a long shadow.
Do I like Aurora? She's okay. I mean, the biggest thing she has going for her is she's really fast. I mean, she is literally the fastest Skylander they've created. So that definitely helps. But she's more of a melee character, which is not my thing. Which someone asked before. Where was that? Oh, here, Green Bean. What is my preferred playstyle? I like ranged characters. So when you get into people like Flame Slinger, awesome. Starcast, awesome. I mean, even things like Spotlight, where it's like a beam of energy as opposed to like a straight projectile, still works out pretty well most of the time. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why is Echo so rare? Same reason Spotlight and Blackout are rare. They came in the same wave. Poor distribution. During Trap Team in particular, the focus wasn't so much on the core figures. The focus was on the Trap Masters. And then on top of the Trap Masters, they had the minis and the traps, and there just wasn't room for them. And the core characters didn't sell as much, so stores didn't they didn't order as many. And so by the time we got to the later waves, when those characters were coming out, they didn't make it in stores. That's the gist of it. Plus, it's a female character. Plus, a lot of people like how she plays in game, so that increases her demand as well. All right.
Illuminating numbers.
Reset this one. Yes, absolutely. Superior range style. I like it. So yeah, Hoodsickle is a bit of an anomaly for me, right? I keep touting how much I like Hoodsickle as well, but his ability to kind of like almost like teleport in and out of situations is what does it for me. And so I can stay at a distance and kind of poof into the battle right next to the guy, take a couple swings and get out of there without like taking damage. So it's definitely not my standard play style, but it's a play style that I still enjoy much more than I have to slowly lumber up to a bad guy and swing my sword and then, oh no, he's attacking me and now I need to lumber away and I get hit. And like, that's no fun. But with Hoodsickle, he has other abilities that make him acceptable. All right. Let's get some more figures out here, and then I'll get some more questions quick. So we got a hard-boiled flare wolf. His tail's intact there, thankfully. And looks like another. We just had one of these last week. Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. Always happy to see them intact. We got two more bronze mystery chests. We'll have to go through them shortly. There's a Drobit. got a Hand of Fate. A few more magic items here. Let's get them out of the way. There's a Hidden Treasure, another Sky Iron Shield, and another Piggy Bank. Two more minis, a secondary pet vac, and a small fry. Oh, there's Wee Rupture. And a few traps. Actually, a few cards and stickers as well. Put those to the side for now. But what we got for traps. We got a magic log holder, the tech scepter, water log holder, has a possibility to be outlaw brawl and chain. We got the earth orb, life hammer, water tiki. We got the undead orb, and then the legendary undead orb. So, one legendary trap in there. All right. Boom. Tom, what level do I play at? So usually I don't think I ever play at easy. I tend to start the game on normal, and then when I need to do my platinum, like I'm a trophy hunter. I play on PlayStation. I'm a trophy hunter. I need to get my platinum, and usually for the platinum, you need to play through on Nightmare. And so I will play through on Nightmare eventually, but it's not my go-to. I generally like to enjoy the game, and it's just satisfying to go in and beat up bad guys. So I will often play on normal, sometimes hard, if I want a little bit more experience for my guys. Super Mario, do I ship to Canada? I see Jindigo answering this down here for you. I don't ship directly, partly because the shipping fees, international shipping is very expensive. It doesn't often make sense when you add in that cost. But if you are willing to pay those extra fees, I do recommend things like Stackery. And yes, you spelled it correctly there. I can even put this banner up for you. Stackery.com is what many of my international customers use. Not all of them. Some of them find their own services. If you search freight forwarder for Canada, you'll find some other options. There are other companies out there that do the same things. But yeah, that is what you're looking for if you need to go international. All right. Get through some of these mystery chests. Regular Chompy Mage is very expensive. I was shocked. The last one we sold at auction went for $285, I think. Yeah, it was a big surprise for sure. So yeah, a lot. I mean, that's why a lot of people settle for Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. Kobe, we have not had any damaged figures yet. This one has been very well protected, very well shipped. So that works. Yeah, Martin, as Martin says here, Stackery is very good for England, for the UK. I do have a number of folks over in the UK who really appreciate it. They someone mentioned to me like they don't use Royal Mail, which I guess is a good thing if you live in the UK. I guess I don't know if Royal Mail has a bad reputation or not, but yeah. Chaotic, what other games have I been playing? I really I have not been on a video game kick lately. So I mean, yeah, Skylanders has really been the only thing I've been playing. It's I mean I've talked about it before. Like I play, you know, Ratchet and Clank and Assassin's Creed and Horizon and those type of games. I mean, generally anything that's going to be either a platformer or like an open world style game. Skyrim. Like those are the games I generally tend to enjoy. But yeah, I really haven't been playing much of anything recently. William, no trouble, no trouble. You're welcome to stream whenever you want. Freight forwarders can be expensive. I mean, freight forwarders aren't necessarily expensive. It's the actual shipping cost that's expensive. Like if I ship directly to another country, like I couldn't just charge you the $5.95 shipping that I charge within the US. Like the minimum shipping cost in most countries is about $25. So if I wanted to send you just one figure, I'd have to charge you a minimum of $25 shipping. And that's what I'm saying. Most people aren't going to want to pay that. So it's not necessarily the freight forwarder costing a lot of money, but most of them are reasonably priced or almost free in some cases. They make their money elsewhere, but yeah. Who are the biggest ones pulled out so far? Yeah, someone else got a recap of this. It's been a pretty good day so far. Oh, here, Mr. Music. Yeah, we got Blackout, Spotlight, and Echo. Yep. We did not get a green Chompy Mage. We got Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. Yeah, there we go. And then, I mean, we got Chaos and Enigma. We got some other Imaginators, some other Imaginator variants. Like, we got Breeze. I want to mention that one. We got Breeze. Which is my favorite Ratchet and Clank? I always get the titles mixed up, so I couldn't actually tell you which one's my favorite. I honestly enjoy playing them all. I really do. And no, I have not yet played the latest game. I still need to do that. Like the backlog of games that I actually want to play. Like I said, I just haven't. I haven't made the time for video games recently. Could I have played some games? Yes. Have I? No. So like that's when I uh-oh. That's not good. That's a first. We have a non-functional figure. Weeruptor is not registering on my portal. No. Sad day. That's very disappointing. Yeah. So no Weeruptor. Take that one back. All right. Well, before I get into the next box, we still have like 3 more boxes in here. I need to shove some figures over on the table to make some room. So give me a minute. All right. Yeah, I hate when figures don't work too. But like I said, we've been through. I mean, it's got to be close to 100 figures at least, and you know, one figure that doesn't work. It's not that big a deal. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be the only figure in the entire lot that doesn't work. Because that's the thing; it doesn't even look like it's damaged. Like I don't think it was water damage or anything. Figure looks great. That's why it's so unfortunate. SCL chair, yeah. I need a custom chair at some point. All right, we have one more inbox item here. So we have a Wii U starter pack for Giants. It is still sealed at the top here. So that's a brand new starter pack. Skylanders Giants for Wii U. That you'll see at auction at some point. Actually, no, it will not go in the damaged mystery box. So the damaged mystery boxes are for figures that are cosmetically damaged, but still work in the game. So, I mean, if someone wanted it and special requested it, I could put it in, but that's not what those boxes are for. Those figures still work in the game. I have thought about that, Kobe. Maybe making that some kind of custom. That would be a good one. All right. Another box. What is in box number? I don't know what box number we're on. The next box. I think I opened this box from the bottom. All right. We got Bushwhack.
Back to the max.
Oh, Obsession. Have a good day. We'll see ya.
Showing growth.
And hey, it's about time. Let's make this official. There is our Tree Rex. It's not a lot unless you get a Tree Rex.
Showing signs of growth.
But we got one. So it's okay. Got a legendary light core Grim Creeper. Greeble's still looking for a dump truck. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do. We got two big boxes left after this. Like I will tell you now, I do not see any vehicles in this current box, but the other two boxes that are left are much bigger. That's part of the reason I've left them. So, yeah. We'll see what we can do. There is a light core countdown. Got a gear shift. And here's our standard Lobstar. Already had two Winterfest versions, but there is a standard version as well. Series 1 Igniter. A dark food fight. Got a Scarlet Ninjini. More Trap Masters. There's Tough Luck. Actually been a lot of Trap Masters in this box. We'll get a few more eventually. Like this one here, we have Wallop.
Light core.
Ooh, nice.
Another Series 1 Bash. There's actually been quite a few duplicates in this lot. Not complaining, but there's a legendary Trigger Happy.
Deal with it.
Trailblazer. Always like to see him intact. Red T-Rex and Gnarly. I will go for Gnarly, honestly. Gnarly over the regular. Yeah, I like the blue version better. Alrighty, okay. How much for that Weeruptor? I mean, honestly, I would, if you're placing another, this would be kind of like with the swapper halves. If you're placing another order and you're the first one to request it, I could just toss it in with the order. But if you're just ordering this Weeruptor, I would ask for enough to cover shipping. So, yeah, I wouldn't be asking much for a non-functional figure. Ooh. A Robo, 3 Dark Sensei, Ambush, Tri-Tip, Buckshot, Ember, Chaos, Badge. I mean, that's a really nice lot there. I mean, if you say Robo is 300, I mean, even if you call it like 200 to get a good deal on it, Dark Sensei, which Dark Sensei are we talking about? Like, well, wait, three Dark Sensei? So are you talking Hoodsickle, Starcast? Who's the third? Or is there a duplicate? Ambush, Tri-Tip, Ember are all fairly common. As long as Ember's intact, that's nice. Buckshot, Chaos, Buckshot and Bad Juju are kind of mid-range. Chaos is a little bit towards the top. I mean, I could easily see that going, what, 3, 4. I mean, I could easily see that going between 400 and 500. I mean, you got some room on that. If you got the cash for it. Like that's kind of up to you what you want to spend on it. Oh, dark variants. Oh, that's what you mean by the 3 Dark Sensei. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But still, those are relatively. I mean, those are still mid range. So yeah, maybe keep it closer to 400. But I mean, like I said, that with a Robo in there, like that's easily 200, probably closer to 300, depending on who's bidding on it. And the rest of them are still probably another close to 200 or something like that. I mean, you can kind of compare prices with what I have on my website and kind of say, okay, either I can wait until Matt gets them for these prices, or I can try to get a better deal. So you can maybe add up what I have them listed for on my site and then go from there. All right. We got Series 1 Stump Smash. Speaking of Imaginators, there is Ambush with his sword intact. Another Series 1 Trigger Happy. All right, we're gonna get some more Imaginators. Actually, a few of the ones you just mentioned. We got. Well, you didn't mention this one, but we got Golden Queen. There is a Mysticat. Whose staff is a little bent, but not broken. There's Taekwon Crow. There is Ember. Droopy swords and all. Ham Hands, we have not had Cobra Cadabra yet. No. There's a candy-coated Chopscotch. Superior version of Chopscotch. Another Ninjini. Actually, that may be the first Ninjini for this lot. I may have just opened some up before this stream. There's Blastermind. Jolly Bumble Blast. Got a second Wallop. Take that. Series 1 Terrafin. Torch. Funny Bone. And, of course, a Kingpin as well. Can get rid of that box. Get that out of the way. All right. Ooh, actually, hold on just a minute. There's something I want to try. Can you hear me now? It might sound a little bit worse. But I know RDO was asking about this. It's not going to sound nearly as good as my other microphone. So I apologize for that. But before we put it up for sale, I wanted to actually test it and use it and see if it works. And assuming it works, we can sell it. I sound like I'm underwater. Sounds kind of bad, but yes. Okay. That's kind of what I expected. It's a very cheap microphone, so I'm going to stop using it now. All right. And now, sometimes when I change settings on here, it takes a little while for the system to catch up to things, so it may still sound a little funny. But yeah. So some other questions. Keep these resets going. What's my opinion on Sprite? I don't usually drink clear sodas. I mean, they're not bad. It's just they're not my preference. So I have no problem with Sprite. But like if it's the only thing there, sure, I'll drink it. If I want something bubbly, sweet, I'll drink it. But it's not my go-to.
The master of mystery.
Do the superchargers count as another series? Or are they completely different? They're completely different. Yeah. They basically reset all the characters. So like, even though we have Roller Brawl, she's not Series 2 Roller Brawl. It's just it's like they rebooted the games. Said we're gonna make another one. Skylanders kid, have I ever seen Happy Birthday Ben Starcast for auction? Only way back in the day. The first one we ever saw was up for auction on eBay, and someone theoretically bought it for like $500. And that was before we even knew if it was a real figure or not. And so no one wanted to take a risk on it and see if it was real. But yeah, that's the only one I've ever seen up for auction. Martin, I appreciate that. Yeah. If people just want to use my site as a reference, it's all good. Do I have any tips for pricing shipping for Skylanders? I guess I would recommend that you go to pirateship.com.
Mind over matter.
Pirateship.com. You'll need, the approximate weight of your package and the size of the package to get an estimate. But generally speaking, unless it's a very, very large lot, you shouldn't have to pay more than like $20. You can send a lot in like a large flat rate box. A large flat rate box can hold way more than you might imagine. People have shipped Skylanders to me, especially if you don't use packing materials. You can fit like 100 plus figures in a large flat rate box, and that ships for less than $20. So I mean, if just a general estimate, 10 to $20 will get you most things shipped. If it's a large lot, it's going to be more. But I always say then too, like, even if it should never be more than probably 60 or $80 for even for large lots, if you're doing it right. But I always recommend Pirate Ship. Print your own label. You will save a lot. You will save so much more money than going to the post office. If you pay for your postage at the post office, you're going to get ripped off. If you pay for it at UPS, you're going to get ripped off. If you go to like a third-party store that's like just a generic ship and pack place where they'll ship, we'll ship UPS, USPS, FedEx, DHL. We ship everywhere with everybody. They're going to put an extra surcharge on top of the actual cost. And the actual cost they're going to give you is going to be the same or worse than what you're going to get at like the post office. So I do not recommend going to those places. They may be convenient if you don't know what you're doing, but I don't recommend them. All right. Ooh, Skylander Dude is unboxing on his channel. Is he doing that right now? Or you just saw him recently?
Technically speaking,
I know he has been doing some unboxings, whether it's from me or from other people. Doesn't Sprite and Mountain Dew taste the same? No, they do not. You would think both being kind of like lemon lime, citrusy type sodas, they'd be close, but not really. Like the closest you get to Mountain Dew is like Mellow Yellow, but even that's significantly different. Like Mountain Dew definitely has a distinct taste that no one else has really replicated. All the generic brands try to replicate it. You get Mountain Mist and Mountain Lightning and all these generic brands that try to do stuff like that, but they're never quite the same. But all of those are going to be basically the yellow sodas are going to taste the same, whereas Sprite is more like 7-Up. Like they're in a different class. Clear sodas are in a different class. Watching me is unhealthy for your wallet. I totally understand that, but yeah. Oh, here, yeah, Skylanders kit. Have I even seen Flock Springtime Trigger Happy for sale? Yes, I have. I have personally purchased 3 of them. Or is it 4 now? Is that 3 or 4? 1. No, I think 3. So I have 1 in my collection. I have 1 that I sold at auction. And I have another one that I just got from California. So yes, that's what Greeble was saying. I got one on my road trip, and Martin's saying I get them occasionally. Yeah. So yes, I do see them for sale, and I often buy them. But yeah, there will be one up for sale eventually, probably on the site again. But yeah, I see them from time to time. Artie, okay, if you think they taste the same, I mean, yes, they are both citrusy, they are both bubbly. But they're both sugary. Like, yes, they have similarities, but you could say that about most sodas, I think. Hey, Pumpkin Eyebrow, you don't have to apologize for that. That's your opinion. That's your own personal preferences, your taste. It's up to you to decide what you want to drink. There's nothing wrong with that. And yes, the eternal debate: Pepsi or Coke? Coke. I have long wished that Mountain Dew and Coke were the same company. But then I've also said, like, actually, it's kind of good that they're not, because then wherever I go, there's always something that I'll drink. Because whether it's a Pepsi run business or a Coke run business,
Come on, real hot street.
like I either get Coke or Mountain Dew wherever I am. So Pepsi for me, like, it's okay with a meal if I'm using it to wash down food. Like, sure, it's tasty. But my biggest thing with Pepsi is that it goes flat really, really fast. And so you can't like sit back and enjoy it. You have to like just guzzle it to get the most out of it. And then it's like, oh, well, okay, now it's gone. That was disappointing. But yeah. Coke is definitely superior to me. Pumpkin Eyebrow, I'm not gonna fight with you there. I definitely enjoy me some RC. RC Cola. Okay, RC Cola is vastly underrated. Yes. I agree with that. I don't know, like I don't know if I put it above Coke, but I do have my moments sometimes where it's like I want some RC. I want some RC. And so I will go buy like a 12-pack of RC. Sometimes it's hard to find though. What's the rarest Skylander I've unboxed on stream? Probably red camo. I mean, yeah, exclusive customs. I mean, if you count Earthen Avengers 1-of-1 custom figures, yeah, those are technically the rarest. But I think to answer the gist of your question, red camo is probably the rarest figure there. I mean, like I said, we've had a couple of Flock Springtime Trigger Happies. I just showed off. If you go, well, that wasn't really on stream, so that doesn't quite count. But if you go check out my latest video about the longest Skylanders hunting trip, you can see some nice rare stuff there. But
Any last juice?
you like some of your sodas flat? Then what's the point? Like, the carbonation is a big part of soda, if you ask me.
Any last wish?
Like, it's part of the flavor profile, if you will.
Impressive power. Any last wishes?
How did I react when I got all those rare figures? Well, I mean, I knew what I was getting. And I was literally in the guy's house. Like, I'm not going to go all like, I mean, I that's not me anyway. You know, I don't really like overreact to things. I'm much more on the calm side. I mean, there was certainly a big smile on my face the whole time, but
My numbers are
all right. How much does red camo go for? At least 500. It's probably closer to 1,000, especially if you can find one new in box. I wouldn't blame anybody for charging that much. But red camo is the most expensive Skylander I've ever seen sell individually. I saw one sell for $2,000 back in the day. So, yeah.
Up the cheddar. Firing it up.
All right. We're about ready for another box. Are you ready for another box? I hope so. I hope so.
I have a bone to pick.
All right. We've had our Moose Munch. We've had our Amazon boxes. Well, now we're on to the UGG boots. Actually, UGG of Australia. I don't know if that's any different, but or are all Uggs from Australia? I actually don't know. I've never bought Uggs. I'm not knowledgeable in these things. All right. Bunch more figures in here. Start off with a Super Gulp Pop Fizz. I know you're still looking for a thump truck. Once again, I'm not seeing vehicles in this box, really. But we still got one more box after this. Don't worry. There's still hope. Got a Frightful Fiesta. Big Bang Trigger Happy. Dive Claps.
It's party time.
Series 1 Spyro.
I aim doing.
Would I say it's a good idea to buy LG bundle? I mean, it's like playing the lottery. It is basically what I would equate it to. Like I mean, it's essentially going to be a 1 in a million chance. Like I mean, technically the odds are probably a little bit better than that, but I mean, you could buy 100 of those bundles if you could find people selling them. I don't know how many people are actually selling those things. But I mean, if you can get it at a good price, sure, go for it. Like if I could find them for like $20 or something like that, and if they would sell me like 100 at $20, it'd be like $2,000. And even if you got one variant out of there, it'd be a pretty good deal, I think, because then you have what do I say, 100 times 3, so like 300 figures plus a variant. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be bad. But I mean, your odds, I'm just buying one bundle and scoring one of the variants, probably not very good. Have I ever got my hands on a Happy Birthday bed? No, I have not. If I had one, it would be sitting like right here, so everybody could see it. All right, there is Series 1 Chop Chop and a Series 2 Chop Chop. Oh, you make it. Survive? Yes, you did. High five. All 4 wings. There's your Series 1 countdown. Series 1 Prison Break. Super Shot Stealth Elf.
Getting stronger.
Rocket Ram.
All fired up.
Spry. Deja Vu.
Getting strong.
One of the few good air Skylanders. Fling Kong. With his tail intact.
Ooh, nice.
The Slobber Tooth.
I'm the bomb.
Blockman, unfortunately, this was a private deal that I made, and I do not reveal cost of these lots, just to protect the sellers and such. But yeah.
Strong.
Hypothetical, if I'd been covering Skylanders back in 2011. Oh, almost undoubtedly, because I mean, what they told you was bring this figure to E3, and when you brought it to E3, they told you to open the figure and put it on the portal. I probably would have followed instructions, not realizing that, like, this is not how the figures are going to be released, and this is one of a kind packaging, and this is and Skylanders is going to be this huge game. Like, I wouldn't have known any of that.
Catch a glimpse.
If I had been able to predict that, sure, I would have tried to keep some in the box, or at least keep the packaging.
Silent, deadly.
It's better Flip Wreck or Rocky Roll. Personally, I would say Rocky Roll. I'm not a big fan of Flip Wreck, mostly based on playstyle. Like, I really like Flip Wreck's figure, but in game, I much prefer Rocky Roll. Oh, almost missed this one. Our Series 2 Chop Chop has a damaged arm here, so we're gonna pull him out of circulation.
My power.
That's things we're looking for when we go through here.
Slice and dice.
All right.
Huzzah!
Spreading my wings.
Yeah, already okay. We have space to store them. Yeah, the new inbox stuff. I mean, I have shelves. I mean, if you just get like one like 5-tiered shelf or 5-shelf storage rack thing, you can store a lot of Skylanders on there, even new inbox. Like, I don't have that many new inbox figures, so it's not that big of a deal. I only got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like nine of them today. It's not too bad. I sell at least 6 of them every week in a private auction, so I'm making room. Do I ever put rare Skylanders like Chases or Trap Masters? Chases, no. Trap Masters, sometimes, depending on which ones. Yeah. It depends what I have damaged. Yeah, is he going in a damaged mystery box? Yeah, absolutely. Assuming he still works in the game, that yeah, Chop Chop will end up in a mystery box at some point.
Did that happen? Standing the test of stuff. Did that just happen?
And Skylanders get always like on the picture. Yes. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking here. I mean,
Monkey do.
like, do people always send me what they they showed me? Yeah, and most of the time. Once in a while, we get some that were like damaged during shipment, which always sucks, but it's not super common. People are good about it. All right, there is a wind up.
I need to crunch these numbers.
How damaged does a figure have to be in a mystery box? Anything, any level of damage is going to pull it out of the shop. And if I'm not putting it in the shop, it could end up in a mystery box. As the only qualification for it to be in a mystery box is that it has to work in the game. So it literally could just be the base of the figure and the rest of the actual figure has been demolished or eaten by a dog or whatever, or just ripped off. As long as that base, the chip in the base still works, I won't hesitate to put it in a mystery box. So yeah, that's basically what it comes down to, is does it work in the game? But then it doesn't matter if it's, if it's missing an arm, missing a head, missing a weapon. If it's just something, a part of it is cracked, but still attached, it's going to go in the damage pile.
Playing by numbers.
All right, we got a Series 1 Bumble Blast. And a Series 1 Sprocket.
Perfect swarm.
Already okay. I don't have 300 new unbox Skylanders. I mean, I got a bunch of them. I mean, yeah, a couple hundred months ago, last year, and I mean, those are almost all sold. Like they're almost gone. Oh yeah. Okay. So do the figures look like the pictures in the SCL shop? Yeah, for the most part. As Jindigo says here, they're all used figures. So they may look good as new, or they may have some paint chipping or some scuffs or stuff like that. If it's just what I consider natural wear and tear, like things that could happen, things that would happen to the figure, just from handling it, like I said, like paint wearing away, or sometimes the base is a little nicked up or something. Like I don't consider those damaged. It's when parts are actually like broken off. That's when I start considering it damaged. But yeah, otherwise, like what you order in the shop, consider it to be used. So it may have some natural wear and tear, but all the parts will be there, and the figure is guaranteed to work in the game. That's what you're concerned about too. All right. More figures. We got Splat.
Nice.
And we got an egg-sided Thrillipede. Kickoff countdown. light core robot. Here we go. There's a Rocky roll. Just talking about him before. Legendary Zulu. Hot Bub, have a good night. Yeah, which part of which Skylander is next in the figure focus? That, yeah, as Jindigo says, that's a secret. You have to wait and find out. It's coming out Monday. We only got like 7 figures left, so it's one of those 7. One of the remaining 32. We only got 7 left. When did I start playing Skylanders? I started in late 2012. So it was in the middle of the Giants. We got Archean crossbow.
Well, the numbs speak for them.
A lot more magic items here. There's another hidden treasure and a tiki speaky. Series 1 Double Trouble. Battle Hammer. Anvil Rain. Winged Boots.
Growing stronger. Netacles.
Right.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh, okay. Artioka. Sorry, I totally missed that. Yeah. Yeah, if I buy a bunch of the LG things, honestly, yeah, if I bought them that way, I don't know if I'd put them in the shop yet. I might start selling them on eBay or something like that as another outlet. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to find. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, basically. Greeble, always happy to hear it. And SCL Jillian loves hearing that you like the drawings as well. I don't know if she's here today, but Coco, do have other Skylanders? Yeah, I have all the Skylanders games. This is not the only one. I have all 4 for PlayStation 4, all 6 for PlayStation 3. I have all the 3DS games. I play on PlayStation, so like that's what I keep. But yeah, I have all 6 games. Access to all 6 games. Skadooshed, yeah, we're still going. Yeah, we got. I mean, we didn't get the big 3, but I mean, well, here we got Rocky Roll, we got Echo, Spotlight, Blackout, Chaos, Nightlight, Enigma, a bunch of other Imaginators, High Five, Fling Kong. I mean, it's been a good day. It's been a good day.
Solid.
There's Series 1 Zook.
Let's roll with it.
Another Series 1 Chop Chop. Groove Machine. Ghost Swords. A lot of duplicates of these magic items. Platinum Sheep. There's a Dune Bug. How about a Bat Spin? There's another kind of hard to find one. Cloud, that's completely up to you. if you want to buy new unbox or used, like you need to decide what your collection is. Like that is completely up to you. You get to decide what your collection is. If your collection is just, I'm collecting the out of box figures for Spyro's Adventure, like that can be your collection. That can be all you collect, and no one can tell you you're wrong. Like if that's what you want to collect, that's what you want to collect. Some people, yeah, some people collect one of every figure. Some people collect just the standard figures. Some people collect standard figures and in-game variants. Some people want to collect them all. Some people collect just the figures they like. I mean, it's completely up to you what you want to do. I mean, a new unbox collection is going to be 1, harder to find, and 2, more expensive. But it's possible if that's what you want to do.
Can't beat the beetle.
It's your call.
I think I need an abacus. Can't beat beetle.
Welcome to Matt Hits the Wrong Button. Let's see how many times he can hit the wrong button today. That's number 1. Hopefully there's not another one. Am I going to be done with Figure Focus once I'm done with SSA? I am definitely going to be taking a break. Like I said, the problem with Figure Focus after SSA is that a lot of them get really, really boring. Like a lot of figures, like you start looking at them. I mean, don't pay attention to like Pop Fizz or Jetvac or, you know, the quote unquote popular characters like that they did make a few more versions of. But if you think about the majority of the other figures, like giants, like the actual giant figures, most giants had the standard figure and 1 variant, and that's it. And that's how most other figures are going to be too. Like they have their Series 1 figure and maybe 1 other figure, maybe 1 other variant, or maybe just a Series 2 figure, or maybe a light core figure or something like that. And so it gets a lot more boring, I feel, after SSA. And so that's my hesitation, is that I don't know how worth it it's going to be. I know I keep getting requests for it, but we'll have to see. I'll have to think about it. We got a regular Zulu. Like, there's a possibility I'll keep going, but like I said, I'm definitely going to take a break. There's some other things I definitely want to focus on. Focus on. Yes. Other figures I want to focus on. Other videos I want to focus on. Yeah, and Kobe, exactly. There's folks that collect in-box and out-of-box. Nothing saying you have to do one or the other. That makes it an official live stream. It's when I hit the wrong buttons. I don't know if I care for that. There's a food fight. Let's get some more figures out here. We got a volcanic eruptor. And a mistletoe dive clops. Ooh. I'll take that. We got a second Fling Kong. That's our second Fling Kong of the day. I'll take it. I'll take it.
My numbers are growing.
I mean, yes, I did a figure focus on Sunburn, but he's one of the original 32, and that was my goal, is to get, like, when I started the figure focus, like that was my initial goal, was to get to the 32. And so I'm definitely going to complete that, and like I said, we'll see what happens after that. Got a Sky Diamond. And a Midnight Museum.
My flames are growing.
Ooh, who was it asking for a Cobra Cadabra?
Born to burn.
Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, I've thought about that too. Like all the giants in one figure focus episode. Maybe that might be a way to do it. Start like grouping them together. I like that would kind of break the format a little bit, so I'd have to change things up. But it's possible. It's definitely possible.
I'm in full swing. Monkey doom.
All right.
I'm in full.
There's Boomer.
Ready.
And a legendary Hand of Fate.
My stats are creeping up.
Seems to be intact today. There is Light Core Hex. And a Chopper. Some more packing material.
One, two.
If I ever cover Tree Rex, he should get the applause. Yeah, we could probably do that. Skadooshed. Got the Pearl Hex in person. Yep. It's definitely shiny. Still not my favorite, but it's shiny.
Light core.
Enchant.
All right, we got a Springtime Trigger Happy. Series 2 Trigger Happy. There's Spitfire.
Looks like I'll end the test.
Chaos Trophy.
Dynamite.
Steel-plated Smash Hit. There's Fiesta. Already had Frightful Fiesta. Got a Light Fanged Creation Crystal. I think that's actually our first Creation Crystal. Series 1 Cinder. Got a Series 1 Star Strike. Bone Bash Roller Brawl. Series 1 Robot. What number box is this? Yeah, we got one more big box after this. Love Potion Pop Fizz. Series 1 Roller Brawl.
It is fine.
Voodoo, who I recently saw was sold out in the shop. I think we got a couple more in this week, but see how long that lasts. There is Series 1 Stealth Elf. Fire Reactor Creation Crystal. Tower of Time.
punching.
And a Series 1 Slam Bam. All right. No, Skadooshed. This is 100% a Series 1 Star Strike. This is not Lycor. I guarantee you. I will even put it on the portal next. I guarantee it.
The motion of the potion.
Series 1 Star Strike. All right.
Rising
Stone Zook is better than Whirlwind for sure. Absolutely. Did Voodoo sell out because of the figure focus? I hadn't thought about that. Maybe that was right about the right time frame. I suppose I could go back and look at sales and see if sales picked up that week. That would be interesting if sales pick up after I do a figure focus. Pi Magna, I'm right there with you. Lycor Star Strike is too close to. Yep. I used to always get them confused. The trick is to look at the eyes. Because the eyes here are painted on, so they're the bright blue. But the Lycor version, they're actually dark because they light up, right? So we had the enchanted version. So you see the eyes are essentially dark because they light up when you put them on the portal. All right. Figure focus on Robo. Yeah. Tropaz. Yes, we've had a lot of cool pickups today. I mean, nothing like Chase variant realm, but hard to find stuff. Yeah. Echo, Blackout, Spotlight. They're all here. 2 Fling Kongs, Rocky Roll, Batspin, High Five, Enigma, Chaos, bunch of Trap Masters, bunch of Imaginators, all sorts of good stuff. Can I show you all of my chases? Not right now, I can't. They're kind of spread out throughout the room, so I cannot show them all to you right now. You can see some of them behind me. There's a Snowbright Stormblade and a red camo back there. I know my Rock Candy Pinata's hiding off to the side here. All right. We're almost on to the last box here. Real close to this last box.
In a class on my own.
And it's actually the biggest box that was in this big box.
Feel fire.
So I'm a little bit scared to see what's in it. But
In a class.
I feel like it feels like we found all the good stuff already. Like I don't know if this last box is actually going to be boring or what's going to happen with it. But oh yeah, there'll be a video of my collection with all the rare stuff. Yep. I don't know when I'll actually get to it. Like it's on my list. This month, in like 3 weeks, I am going to be finishing up the podcast that my Star Trek podcast that I've been doing for the past 3 years. We'll be done with that. Like we'll have made it through all the episodes that we were planning to cover. And that's something that right now takes up like, man, if I have to estimate, like we've been pushing hard to get it done. So we ramped up our schedule. At first it was just 2 episodes a week, but now it's 3 episodes a week. Each day, 2, 5, I mean, it's probably like 10 to 12 hours a week that I spend working on that podcast. And that's going to be going away, which I plan to transfer that time to working on YouTube content. And so I'm getting really close to having a lot more time for YouTube content and a lot more time for getting all of these videos out that I want to get out. Like the list keeps growing and growing and growing, and I just haven't been able to do it. Could I do a video best tips you have for Skylanders collecting? I mean, I don't know if I'll necessarily make one video just like tips for Skylanders collecting. I don't know if that would make sense necessarily. But I have a series that I'm planning on doing in which I could probably drop tips from time to time. And yeah, since I haven't doing box clear Starcast, yeah, I'm gonna auction off the other one. As who mentioned it here? Yeah, gonna auction off. Absolutely. So that'll be coming to an auction sooner or later. Yeah, there'll be a clear Starcast. I mean, it's a damaged clear Starcast, but it'll be up for auction eventually. Pie, come on now. Don't confuse them. But yeah, buying tip number 1. Buy from SCL. What's sketchy about me? I don't feel I'm sketchy. I try not to be sketchy. I legitimately hope that's just a joke. And I'm pretty sure it is, but you've been buying for SEO for months. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ending a 3-year podcast. Yeah. I mean, going into it, we actually thought we were going to be done in about 2 years. And so as much fun as we've had with it, like we're both ready to be done. Like we've both kind of moved on to other projects. Like I wasn't running this shop and this YouTube channel when we started this podcast 3 years ago. And so now a lot more of my time is being taken up with Skylanders stuff that I wasn't doing when we started the podcast. And so we're just kind of both ready for it to be done because it's kind of a big time suck right now. All right. Last box. Let's do this. So we've had, what was it? Moose Munch. We've had Amazon. We've had Uggs. And now we have, I have no idea what this is. Apparently something from Italy. Apparently this person orders a lot of international stuff. What is this? Lavazza? Lavazza, maybe? It's Italian. I don't know. I'm not Italian. I don't speak Italian. All right. I'm going to put this on the floor because it's a taller box. And let's see what happens here. Which Spyro figure do you think looks best? Honestly, probably the first one. I think I like the original the best. What is the podcast called? It's called Beam Me Up. Beam Me Up. Like Beam Me Up, Scotty. If you're familiar with Star Trek at all. Yeah. Oh, it's a coffee company. Indigo thinks coffee as well. Pie Magna seems to know. Awesome. As we've discussed, wow, I've been going for over 2 hours. Okay. I need to hurry up and get through this. But yeah, as I discussed earlier in this stream, I do not drink coffee. I do not touch coffee. I enjoy the smell of coffee, but I don't drink it. So I do not know these things. All right. Hey, I'm seeing some vehicles in here. I don't immediately see a thump truck, but there's at least vehicles. All right. We got a Pirate Seas. There's a Splatter Splasher. High Volts. Dragonfire Cannon.
Full disclosure. Protect and surge.
We got a Fiery Forge. Got 2 Empire Vice. It's a Series 1 Flame Slinger. And there's our Flip Wreck. Questions about him earlier. Like I said, I love the figure. I do not care for how he plays in game, though. Let's see. Hoping to find a cheap Buzzwing. Good luck with that. Good luck. That's the most expensive vehicle that we're going to find. What do I talk about in the podcast? It's my like I had never really sat down and watched Star Trek before. Like I'd seen a handful of episodes when my dad watched him as a kid. Or like I knew a handful of the characters. Turns out I knew characters from like the original series and Next Generation, but I didn't really know anything past that. And so this is my first time watching the show, and I have my friend Brent, who has watched all of them 47 times, and he kind of guides me through the essential episodes. Basically things that cover the main storyline, follow the lore of Star Trek, give us the main, Star Trek messages, as we call them. And yeah, so we go through like 200 or 250 episodes of No, I think it's close to 200. I think it's like 200 episodes instead of like the full like 800 plus that they have out there. We cover like 200 of them and kind of try to beam me up into the fandom was the idea of the show. All right. We have a Blast Zone. Just realized, yeah, we haven't really seen many swappers. I think that's what we're getting in this box too. Kind of cheap Buzzwing on Mercari. Nice. Yeah, Pi. Yeah, Buzzwing. I mean, because it was the last vehicle released, right? I think. Like I always just tie it to like Philippine. Hard to find. But yeah, like we charge like, I mean, in the grand scheme of figures, it's not that expensive, but for a vehicle, it is. It's like $15 or something like that. Yeah, 27 new in box. That makes sense. Aren't there 50 shows? Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. There's new Trek out there now. And I mean, a lot of that wasn't even out when we started the podcast. So we're not covering all that. So we cover the original series, Next Generation. We do one episode of the animated series. We cover Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and we're finishing now on Enterprise. So we cover all of those. So basically the stuff from the 60s through the 90s and early 2000s. I think he might have said we might cover one, like we might end with the 2009 movie, I think is what he told me. Because that was what was kind of out when we started this podcast. Yeah, beam me up. Is it working? Yes, it worked. Spoiler, it worked. All right. So yeah, now we're sifting through these swapper parts. There's a rubble rouser. And spy rise. It's a snapshot intact.
Looking pretty solid. Brace for impact.
What's the issue? Thrillipede. So okay, yeah. If you're international, a lot of times he's a little bit cheaper, but here in the US, he never got a proper release. We're not really sure why, not really sure what happened. Like, I got my Thrillipede initially because Activision sent it to me. And along with it, they're like, hey, this is the release date for Thrillipede. And so, like, you go watch my unboxing video, and I'm pretty sure I tell you, like, hey, it's coming out on this date. And that never happened. And it just, like, never got released in the US until much, much later. Best Buy did get a little trickle of Thrillipedes. They got, like, one per store. I still don't know how that happened. But yeah, like that was like the extent of the US release, was like a one per store at Best Buy. Everybody else basically imported it from Europe. Like they did seem to get released overseas, but here in the US, they essentially did not get released, and that's why they're so expensive.
Looking size of crop.
Skadoosh, yeah. I mean, the variant plays a huge role in it, because a lot of people are just satisfied with having a Chompy Mage in their collection. Now, hardcore collectors, not so much. And that's part of the reason he's so expensive. We got a second snapshot. There's Series 1 Prison Break. But you're right. Yeah, I mean, if we just compare Green Chompy Mage to Robo, you see a lot more Robo. But like I said, Green Chompy Mage has a variant. Green Chompy Mage does not unlock a level. Green Chompy Mage does not have extra parts with him. Like that. There are a few other factors too, but some of it is just kind of the mystique almost of Robo being the last figure and people not having him.
The beam is supreme.
All right, there is Stink Bomb.
It's strong.
And a Free Ranger.
It's supreme.
It's another Pirate Seas. Got 2 Nightmare Express. Not really surprised there. Yeah, Skadoosh, I remember hearing those rumors too. But there are plenty of other characters that have, all sorts of weaponry and guns and everything. And that just doesn't make sense to me. Like part of it was like, hey, oh yeah, they had to remove one grenade from, like, he has one less grenade than he did in the digital rendering that we initially got. And they had to remove one to satisfy some government agency or something. Like, no. I don't think that's it at all. Because then why did he eventually get released at Best Buy? If he couldn't be released because the grenade, like, they didn't change the figure. No, I don't believe that. People were trying to come up with the reasons. People were guessing. I don't like that one. Best in-game variant ever. Quick draw rattle shake.
I wonder how I rank.
Yeah, Boomer has sticks of dynamite. Why wasn't that a problem? There's Stealth Stinger.
I wonder how
Got a shortcut.
Looks like chicken scratch to me.
Aaron, welcome.
Whip up a storm.
Pie, have a good week. Yeah, we'll see you on Friday for the auctions. Definitely.
Looks like.
Yeah. Skylanders that literally had a bomb for a head. Yep. Or think like Eon's Elite Boomer actually had bombs. Like, it's. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's a ridiculous reason.
Good. I always.
Cut to the chase.
Got ourselves Thumpback.
Fucking fit and trim. Cut to the chase.
And the worst figure ever, Fire Kraken. Washbuckler. Headrush. A dark snapshot. Aaron, that's impressive. Because, yeah, usually I'm really bad with names. Happy I can get it right once in a while. Crusher. Second Thumpback.
Looking says a crop. And roll. Rush out.
Got a Jetstream. Sky Slicer.
Wow, those are big numbers.
Greeble, yeah, it's not looking good. And I'll just break it to you right now. I can see the bottom of the box. We're not getting a thumb truck today. There's Dragon's Peak. Bouncer.
Burning the candle both ends.
Martin. I'm not sure. I'm sticking with YouTube. Yes. I'm not sure where else I would be going. Or why I would be leaving. Skadoosh, I don't think Thrillipede was around in 84. I don't think he's that old. Doesn't really scream like war grizzled veteran to me. Let's do it again. Doubly official.
Even stronger than I imagined. Taking charge.
Since I got Firecracking, what do you think of his gold variant? It's okay. But it's one of those like monotone, I mean, even not even monotone, like single color chase variants that I don't really care for. Like it doesn't do much for me. Ardioka, yeah. I think we're done with Imaginators too. Not seeing a tide pool. Skadooshed. Stop lying to the people. Old Firecrocking is sitting right over there. I can see it. I'm gonna keep it just because it's rare. Because I'm trying to collect one of everything. Not because I like it.
Whoa, check out my
We got a Trap Shadow.
Go with the wheel.
There's our Doomstone.
Whoa.
You don't believe me? Really? Oh, you're going to have to take my word for it now. I can't easily get to it. I have way too many boxes in the way. Oh, yes, yes. The Jade Firecrocking debacle. For anybody wondering, Jade Firecrocking was not a Target exclusive as much as I wanted it to be.
The numbers don't.
It was available everywhere. Non-exclusive.
Hide and sleep.
See, Skadoosh, you're confusing people now. No, it wasn't. Man. This is what happens when I'm on stream for more than 2 hours. People start doubting me. Telling lies. Thinking I'm sketchy. There's Hothead. Rattleshake.
I'm no blockhead.
The holiday variants going to auction. Most of them. I mean, so yeah, if I have 2 copies, like I'll keep one and sell the other. Generally speaking, like if I have one inbox, one outer box, I'll probably sell the outer box. Like I got a December inbox, so I'll keep the inbox one and I'll sell the outer box one.
I'm on a hot streak. Hey, I'm on fire.
Treadhead.
Go ahead. Shake my egg.
Got all the swapper halves at the bottom of this box now, and they didn't all quite stick together.
I always look good. Go ahead. Shake my egg.
All right, so we got Grilla Drilla and Magna Charge.
I always.
There's a Night Shift, Hoot Loop, Enchanted Hoot Loop, Skadooshed. What are you asking here? Do you know the case with the Smolder Dash? Oh, I mean, like the holiday variant, Snowder Dash. Is that what you're asking about? So I definitely have one in box right now. I think I just got a second one in box. So I think we'll be selling the Snowder Dash in box. I think. Yeah. Because I just sold one out of box recently. But yeah, no, I think I have two in box. So I'll be selling one in box. Do I still have a stone half on the swapper shelf? Yes, I do. Are you interested?
There's a drill.
Got Gusto. Legendary Night Shift.
The drill with skill.
Legendary Free Ranger.
There's a way.
Lava Lance Eruptor. And our final figure of the day is Eyebrawl. So that's it. That's all we got. That's all she wrote. Yeah, unfortunately, no thump truck for you. No tide pool. None of that going on today. But a lot of other stuff. A few hundred figures. Skadooshed, what about Joe? What are you talking about, Joe? Like New York Joe? Or... Really? Really? That's where you're going with it? Oh! The return of the Jindigo count up. Yes. I didn't even consider that. You would actually have a total of what we opened today. I have missed that. I have.
I'm spreading my wings. Let's pull some feathers.
Hoping for another green Thrillipede. I mean, I already have two of them waiting for auction. or there might be one up for auction this week. You'll have to check out that auction preview video coming out at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Spreading money. Right off my eye on you.
Pizza rolls. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're almost done. Give Jindigo a second. Like, it is a big number, big count, and he usually breaks it down into categories and such. Gold Firecracker. Yeah, I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one. A thump truck for auction? No, unfortunately, I do not have a thump truck for auction. Or no, I think I recently sold thump truck in the private auctions. I had one new in box.
My flames are growing.
I think that was a couple weeks ago. Here we go. Here we go. 186 Skylanders, 42 items, 12 vehicles, 8 traps, 4 portals, 2 creation crystals, 7 new inbox figures, 2 inbox. yeah. Okay. The 2 damage box ones, got it. 1 case, 1 starter pack, 1 damaged, 1 broken, and yeah, cards and stickers. Yeah, that was weird. We got like very, very limited. We got a funny bone card. I was expecting more of these. That's why I kind of just set them aside. But legendary free ranger card and the volcanic eruptor sticker. Like, that's all we got for cards and stickers. But there you go. There you go. So yeah, over 200 items. So that takes a while to go through. But thankfully, I'm going to have them all reset. So I just need to sort them out, take videos, and get the inventory.
Looks like
to the shop. But even that will take a while. Oh, you guys didn't see the new inbox? Okay, first of all, yes. 5 Central is 6 Eastern, yes. So it's like in an hour and 17 minutes is basically what we're looking at. Okay, so who's in the new inbox? Yeah. So we had a new inbox, Egg Bomber Airstrike. We had a few giants. We had Series 2 Drobot, Series 2 Flame Slinger, Series 2 Double Trouble, and Series 2 Stealth Elf. We had the standard packaging of Punk Shock. We had a creation crystal in the box of Magic. Is that Magic Lantern? Yep, Magic Lantern. And then the damage box ones, we had a damage box, single pack of Wind Up, and the unfortunate damage box Blackout. So there were actually 2 blackouts in this lot. One out of box and 1 damaged box. So, yeah, it was a really good lot today, I feel. I was very happy with this lot. New inbox. So the new inbox ones will, the sealed ones will go in the private auctions, and the damaged box ones will go in the public auctions. That's basically how I've been doing it. What's damaged on the black? Yeah, so it's simply the card is separated, like the glue came off. There's, I can't really see it there. There is a little bend to the card, but generally it's pretty good shape. But the biggest thing is it's separated. So, yeah, that'll. I mean, everything's there. Like I honestly think the separation may have even happened during shipping. Like, this glue is not that good. But yeah, that's all it is. starting bid, yeah. So starting bid on box figures is always whatever I have it listed for in the shop, because I know some people put more value on it in the box or with the box, with card and sticker, that type of thing. And so if they want to pay more for it, I will let them do that. But my other option is, if I can't sell it new in box or in the damaged box, I just take it out of the box and put it in the shop. And so I want that minimum. The minimum is always going to be what I can get for it in the shop, because I know if I put it in the shop, it'll sell at that price. So, yeah. So what's Blackout at right now? I think he's $70. All right. So that was last figure. Oh, here we'll get the one damaged figure in here. One cracked arm. That's all we got.
Does my power please? Slice and dice.
Yeah, I can always check my Twitter. I mean, I always check my Twitter. No worries about that. All right. Yeah, almost 3 hours in. And so I need to get out of here. That's it. We're gonna call it a day. That was everything. That was the big box. Been itching to give the tally. Jindigo, thank you so much for that. It's a nice little addition to these streams. It really is. To have a little the little bonus number to round out the stream. But yeah, that's all I got for today. The rest of this week should be pretty normal. Like I said, we got the auction preview video coming out tonight in about an hour. We got the private auctions then on Thursday, the public auctions on Friday. We'll be back to that live stream at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then the update on Saturday as normal at 1 p.m. Central Time. All of that's there. All of that's normal. All of this is a regular week. I need to go take care of these figures. I need to go find some food, maybe grab another Mountain Dew. It's been a long day. Let's see what happens. But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you later this week, hopefully. Talk to you then.